Hello everybody on YouTube, this is David for the Wicked channel, and I hope you all had a wonderful winter solstice, and I hope you had a wonderful Yule celebration, and I hope you all had fun unwrapping those presents under the tree. 'Tis the season to be merry for everyone, whether you're a Christian, pagan, or Buddhist, or whatever the hell you are. Anyway, we're all familiar with A Christmas Story. That's where little Ralphie's trying to get his BB gun from Mom and Dad or Santa Claus, but they all keep telling him,
"Shoot your eye out.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out.
That's right. And I can completely sympathize with little Ralphie. When I was growing up, I was not allowed to have a weapon of any kind. And I really wanted a Red Ryder, and I wasn't able to get one. So guess what for this Christmas? I received a Red Ryder BB gun. Yes, sir. You know, let's face it, I'm like getting really old, and I get a Red Ryder BB gun, my very first Red Ryder BB gun, and I'm happy for it. But the story doesn't end here. Years ago, I was out looking around in some old houses. Now, this is what we used to do back in the 80s, okay? Oh, that's a cool old house, let's go in it. Ron, if you know what I'm talking about, Reverend Jack, I'm sure you did the same thing before Ron's time. Anyway, you know, we didn't have much to do. I guess it's kind of like the kids nowadays hanging out at the gas stations at night. Anyway, you know, we're kind of wondering why they're hanging out at Walmart. Like, you know, that's really stupid, but no more stupid than going into a vacant, you know, house that's been deemed unlivable. But I was in one of these old houses, and it belonged to one of my friend's grandpas. And we were looking around in the basement, and I came across this. Now, this is not a Red Ryder BB gun, so it's technically not my first, but the question is to anyone out there in YouTube land, can you identify what age this BB gun is? I've had this thing for years, and we can take a look at it right here, and it is in pretty bad shape. A high score, whatever. You can look at the barrel on this BB gun, and it is a solid metal barrel. Looks like they sawed it off. You can look at some of the features on this BB gun, or pellet gun, or whatever the heck it is, and you can tell this thing's really, really old. This thing is heavy. It's a solid barrel. It's not cheaply made. It weighs a ton. And trying to cock this thing, wow. It's almost impossible to cock this gun. I mean, this thing is really hard. You can look at the barrel itself, and coming all the way down it, you can tell it's definitely, I'm guessing, from at least the 20s, maybe late 1800s, possibly. I'm not really for sure. I'm going to say probably the 20s. But it looks, to me, from the stories that I've seen, like probably one of the first BB guns that came out. But I'm not for sure, so I will not claim that. I guess it belonged to some guy named Mark. But high score is what's on there. So I guess it may not be 1800s, but the way you would cock it is by pulling this lever down. Let me get this without losing a finger. Okay, I like literally had to put the stock on the floor, put the barrel on the floor, and push this thing with both hands and my legs to cock this damn thing. So I don't know how a 10-year-old kid would do it back then. I guess they were a lot stronger back in the 20s or 1800s or whatever. But we can look at this thing, and I mean, it's really, 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 I mean, it's just well made. You can look at this. You can tell by looking at it that's a solid metal bar. That right there, it vibrates the crap out of your arm when you shoot it. It's pretty loud. So I don't know how old this is. So showing an aerial view of this on our couch, can anybody identify how old this air rifle is? If you can, please let me know. So this is David for the Wicked channel. Blessed be, merry part, hail yourselves, infernal greetings to all, and merry part.